Welcome back to the 31 Days of Halloween here at our YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna make these autopsy wounds on my chest. I wanted to make a makeup that wasn't on my face for today, so the autopsy incisions were the first ones that came to mind. Well, these are made with sculpt gel and some lovely blood products. Well, if you are interested in how to create a makeup like this, please keep watching because I will explain it step by step in the coming video. And if you want to stay tuned about the last few days of the 31 Days of Halloween here at this YouTube channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. With a grey pencil liner by Maron, I'm going to map out where I want the incisions to be. There, the form is on. Now I'm going to continue with sculpt gel to make a basic layer to create the wounds with. I am going to work in small batches because the sculpt gel of course sets when you give it some time, and there's nothing more frustrating than being halfway your wound and not being able to move the sculpt gel anymore. So I'm going to do it bit by bit and I will see how far this batch brings me. I'm using alcohol to blend out the edges, and I'm going to do that before I make the incision because it's easier to first smooth it out and then just make the incision at once instead of making the incisions and then try to keep the incision as you want it to be and still smooth out the edges. Unfortunately, there was a dirty stipple sponge between my clean sponges, so I've got a little bit of the red already in my sculpt gel. This will be okay, but check yourself if you have a clean sponge before you do this. Now I'm going to make the incision with the sharp side of the spatula, and I'm going to dip it in alcohol first and then just make the wounds. To color the outside of the wound, I just want my normal flesh color. I am going to use the Encore Skin Cover Up palette and I will just apply it until the color matches my own skin tone. And there it basically is. I'm going to switch to the blood palette to color the inside of the wound as well. There it is. And that is the basic coloring of this wound. Now I want to sew up these stitches again, and I'm going to use this metal thread for this. It's very flexible. On the upside of these wounds, I tore the sculpt gel from my skin a bit by pushing the thread through the sculpt gel. I'm gonna mend this with the cut and bump wax by Makeup. You could also of course do this with sculpt gel, but to make it easy and quicker for myself, I'm using the cut and bump wax. With the highlight and contour palette, I will just color the wax in the correct color. And then it is time for blood. The first blood I'm going to use is Blood Gel 2 Light by Makeup for Film and Television. This is a wonderful blood and it's got kind of a texture to it. So if you put it in a wound, it gives it immediately that raw, open flesh feel that is in a wound. The second one is Zombie Clotted Blood, also a very thick blood, but it doesn't have that texture that the Blood Gel 2 has. And lastly, I want a blood effect that makes the blood come out of the wound. So I don't want to use a runny blood because it will just do as it says, it will just run down. I'm taking the thick blood by Vermillion FX, and this is a thick blood, but it will move on the skin, so I can get that nice dripping effect without worrying that it will end at my toes in 2 minutes. And lastly, I have some blood and a stipple sponge. I will just stipple on some blood around the edges of the wounds. Well, yes, and that completes my autopsy incision wound for today. Of course, I hope you liked the video. It was not a wound in my face, but well, this could be very Halloween-like as well. Well, if you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel in the link below to follow us on the last few days of the 31 days of Halloween here at this YouTube channel. For now, I wish you a pleasant day, and of course, I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye bye!